That was a high five.
Yep.
Anything going there?
Ellen and Son Seal Coating, they're still in the program, are they not?
Yes, they are.
847-980-6914. I'm just kind of changing the subject.
Taking away my ad lib.
I know. Listen, thanks for listening to the Laura Dion-Jones Show, and now we're going to go on to our next guests. So could we
Absolutely,
musical
Laura.
chairs?
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, we love
I
you.
look forward.
We love you. You are our favorite.
I look forward to
Bye,
lunch.
Janelle. Bye, ladies. Bye, Darlene.
Bye.
Okay.
Say hi to
Oh,
Nikki.
we'll see you on Friday night, Darlene. Okay. Bye.
You'll probably see me tonight.
Okay.
Sorry, Laura, I was
that's
just trying
right.
to avoid the erection talk as you guys were going down that path.
They
Yeah.
were literally
Of course.
putting this up, but what other word do you use?
Oh, no, they were erecting it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
That's fine. But when there's a silence in the room about that, it's kind of awkward.
well, it's grown-up humor, kind of, sort of.
Yes.
The kiddies are at school now, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They're out by now.
They're home.
Oh, but they're not listening to this.
So listen, let me introduce our top EBLs who are here in the studio with us today. Megan Smengi, say hello.
Hello.
She is our second place, Elgin's Biggest Loser, and Lisa Eby. Say
Hello.
As our third place, and Janelle Walker
Hello.
is our fourth place. Welcome, girls, and I also want Noemi Hernandez. Come and say hello. You look fabulous, doesn't she?
She looks
Hello.
wonderful.
She's chickening out over there.
That's okay. She's been on before.
being shy.
Listen, Megan, tell us a little bit about your Elgin's Biggest Loser 2 experience and how it helped you change your life.
Oh my gosh. Well, you taught me so much about myself. I had no idea that I was carb sensitive. I followed the low carb diet. I had no idea. I had not heard that term before. And I knew I was a carb addict. Geez, who isn't? You know, who doesn't love pizza and pasta and chips and you know,
Pie.
everything else? Yeah, everything. I mean, that's the most delicious food group. So I knew I was an addict, but not how to, that I was sensitive to them. You know, and I was following what, everybody says and, whole grains and more, oatmeal and everything else, and nothing worked. And then I met you, and you taught me that I was, about being carb sensitive, about the low carbs and following that. And I tried that, and look at me, I'm 30 pounds lighter.
In 12 weeks,
In
folks.
12 weeks.
Then
And
how are you doing in
30.8.
between? Pardon?
30.8.
30.8.
Nice.
Yeah, that's almost 31.
exact.
Come on.
Important. It is important.
Every point helps. And I'm still doing the exercise, and you taught us as well that if you do something for 35 days, it'll become a habit, and it has. We have been, broke now from the group for 2 weeks, on our little break, and I still get up at 4 o'clock, and I still get on my machine, and so I'm still doing it.
You're doing
I'm
the
still doing
Gazelle.
it. Yeah,
You do an hour on the Gazelle.
yes I am. Go Gazelle.
What time do you go to bed to get up at 4 in the morning?
It depends. Some nights it's not till 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Some nights it's 9. That's probably the earliest, but it's usually maybe 10, 11, depending on, what's going on, because I'm in rehearsals or whatever. It's very busy.
Tell our audience what you rehearse for.
I'm in Elgin Opera. I sing for Elgin Opera. Sing in a
Yay.
couple churches, so we have choir rehearsal for that. I sing with the West Suburban Symphony Singers in the Hinsdale area, and I sing with the DuPage Opera Theater. in DuPage.
Wow. And you also freelance?
Well, I sing at churches. I
That's
do a
what I
lot of
mean,
weddings
weddings.
and funerals, yeah.
What do you sing at a funeral? Danny Boy?
No, well, yeah, actually for my uncle, I did sing Danny Boy for him. A lot of Ave Marias.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that
weddings
one.
and funerals, a lot of Ave Marias.
Wow, no
Honestly.
kidding.
Mhm.
Well, you look fabulous, and you're just a
Thank
wonderful
you.
role
I
model.
feel
and
fabulous.
I am like, when I first met you, you looked like you didn't really want to be there on the first night, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a fun
What am I
one.
getting myself into?
I know, and I know her twin sister too, so I was like, okay, she's here just gratuitously, and she ended up coming in second place.
Yeah.
And you led the
By a
pack
hair.
by a hair.
Yeah.
Haircut, yes.
0.09, right?
Percent.
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 Yeah.
0.09%, not even 1%.
Not even 0.1%.
God, that's like what separates the gold and the silver medals from in the Olympics. So, thank you for being with us today.
Thank
Stick
you.
around,
Wonderful.
chime in.
Okay.
And one thing I want to make clear to the listeners, if you're on a diet and you're struggling on the diet, we have a lot of people that are on Weight Watchers and EBL, and if they're struggling and they're not losing weight, I always tell them cut back on the white starch and sugar, and but I'm on Weight Watchers and I'm counting my points. That's fine. But if you're struggling, cut back on the white starch and sugar, and please increase your cardio. And we have a phone call.
Yes, we do. As always, the number here is 847-931-1410. Let's say good afternoon to Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hello. I had a question for the Biggest Loser contestant that was just speaking, and I'd also like to congratulate her for her loss.
Oh, thank you.
That's a good thing. You had said that you didn't know you were carb sensitive, and then you worked with Laura, and she helped you. So my first question was, how did she help you? Did you talk with her individually, or did you read one of her books? And then my second question is, was it difficult for you to cut the carbs out? Because I find that I feel very tired and crabby when I don't eat the carbs, and I feel very comatose and relaxed when I eat carbs. So if you could respond to those questions, and then I'll get off the line.
Oh, absolutely. I met Laura through EBL too. So at our first meeting, she talked about low carb and what worked for her and what carb sensitive is. And so I tried it. I also read her books. And each week with EBL, when we weigh in, she also talks to the group. So anybody who's able to stick around and listen, I think that has been one of the most beneficial parts of this. And I think all the people who did the best are all the ones who stuck around every week, to hear. And it's unfortunate for those who don't
Make the time.
Don't make the time, or if it's very unfortunate that they're not able to because they do work, evenings or whatever. So it was wonderful talking with Laura every week and hearing what worked for her, what didn't work, and as well as with everybody else. As far as being hard, I can't say that it wasn't hard, giving up anything, at first, but, I feel so much better now that I did. I have a lot more energy. The first couple days, sure, you want that potato chip or you want that piece of pizza, but, after a couple days, it really went away, and now I can pass by a bowl of potato chips and really not worry about it anymore or think twice about it.
Once you break that addiction, Terry, and it takes about 3 days of going on absolutely the lowest carb, and I'm talking white starch and sugar carbs, once you break the addiction, then you do get more energy. Don't you find? Everybody's shaking their heads. Yes,
Well,
here.
plus the cardio, the increased cardio also gives you more energy, I find anyway.
Mike, how do you find increased cardio?
How do I find increased cardio?
Yes.
I'm still looking for increased cardio. That's how I find it. I might join Kyle for the bowling league this year, though.
Here we go with the cardio bowling again.
Well,
I'm not too sure about that.
Sorry, cardio is just not my thing.
Terry, did we answer your questions? Did she hang up?
I think she went on.
Okay.
She probably hung up. She said
Well,
she was
Terry,
going to.
come to EBL3 and we'll teach you how to kick the carb habit. And
Say, if anybody can kick a carb habit, if I can kick a carb habit, anyone can kick a carb habit. I mean, it's amazing when people. I think the hardest thing is when your friends say, "Oh, you can cheat. You can just cheat this one time." If I cheated every time my friends said, "Oh, you can cheat," I'd be cheating every day. But
Yeah, you
after a
would.
while, it's like, yes, I do still love my sweets. I'm still going to bake, but I haven't baked all summer because it's been too hot. But it's once a week of having my piece of pie instead of, okay, well, I made a pie, I'm gonna eat the whole thing, or I'm gonna buy
One
a bag
slice
of
at a day.
Oreos, right? Or buy a box of Oreos and eat the entire box yourself.
and how long of a time span have you been known to eat an entire box of
It's
Oreos?
not even going to go there.
Okay.
Not even gonna, less than a week. Less than a week, an entire package of Oreos to myself.
How about 2 days? I've done it in 2 days.
Oh, I probably have. I won't admit to that.
Okay.
I won't admit to that. But if anybody can, cut out the carbs, I mean,
I had the most doubts about you.
yeah.
I really did.
Janelle is talking about friends who are trying to encourage her to eat something, and we friended each other on Facebook, and I would see her comments from her friends, and I felt like the devil and the angel in Animal House. I was on the other shoulder going, "Don't do it, Janelle."
And I appreciate that. Although, should I mention that I am making an apple pie tonight? Okay.
When will it be ready? It happens to be one of my favorites.
by 7 o'clock when I take it up to my friend's house for girls' night. So we sit around and we all bring different kinds of food, and sometimes
Give
they
me
bring.
the address.
Okay, yeah, we'll meet up. You're more than welcome to meet up with us later. We sit around and dish and talk about boys and husbands and kids. And since I don't have 2 out of the 3 of them, then I just sit and complain. So it's fun. But it's every Wednesday night we get together with the girls. It's really healthy. And I'd leave EBL and head over there.
So
But it really does make a difference to sit around. I mean, I couldn't stay every time because sometimes I had to run to an assignment or something
oh,
with
I
the
know
paper.
that. I know that.
But the days that you do, I mean, when you're sitting there and weighing in, no one has to say what their number is, but sometimes they want to because they want to say, I'm down 2 pounds, I'm down 4 pounds, I'm down 7 pounds. And having that positive encouragement, because everybody would just, round of applause, oh my God, congratulations, that's so great. And if they went up a little bit, we're still there to encourage them.
Absolutely.
You can do this, just, get back into your cardio. Just remember to get rid of the sugar, quit drinking the sweet pop, and you'll get there.
What is the most important thing that you learned in EBL? How did it change your life?
I'm eating better, and I'm eating fresher food, and that's making a big difference. I'm not getting I'm not eating the macaroni and cheese, and eating half the container. Oh yeah, I'm not eating the macaroni and cheese. I'm not eating the hamburger helper that's in my cupboard, and I'm considering giving it to my neighbors because I'm not eating it. I mean, I'm not eating the prepared foods, and I haven't seen white sugar and flour in a while, and that's, again, it's always in my cupboard because I like to bake, but I just don't have the cravings for it. And every once in a while, I'm like, oh, there's a French fry, I'll eat one of them. But I'm not going to McDonald's and eating the French fry. I'm going out to eat. I'll get the hamburger with, bacon and blue cheese, but leave the bun and give me the fruit instead of the fries. It really doesn't take that much, and and if
That's what people don't realize.
it's not hard, and I'm getting so much from people like, well, the second you go off that diet, you're gonna put that weight right back on.
But you cannot ever go off the diet. That's
right.
the
It's
key.
not a
Lifestyle.
diet, it's a lifestyle. It's
Yeah.
not even a lifestyle, it's just changing the way I eat. It's not a diet, it's not a lifestyle, it's just I've just changed the way I eat.
People who have known that, or who know that I'm doing this, if we go out for lunch or whatever, they'll ask me, oh, can you have that? I can have anything I want.
Right.
It's a matter of choice now. Whereas in before, I didn't even think twice. Heck yeah, I'm going to have that piece of pie, or I'm going to have that side of fries. Now, I am consciously making the choice not to, for myself.
That's wonderful. Lisa, Janelle?
No, that's it.
No,
I'm
go
gonna shut
ahead.
up for a
Go ahead,
while. I
Mark.
talk too much.
No.
If I can add something here,
Yes.
Lisa brought up a point. You said you were comparing yourself to the devil and the angel on the shoulders and Animal House. One of the things that Elgin's Biggest Loser brings a whole bunch of angels to everyone's life. It is a support group above and beyond what you're used to having. You need a support group for anything you're trying to do that's a change in your life. And Laura, you put this whole support group together, and that's exactly what happens on Wednesday. I don't know, Facebook friends, you guys can talk 3 times a day if you need to, and I'm sure you do, and I'm sure a lot of cases you do, and it's just reaching out to meet more people. I met an opera singer today, I met a school teacher, I met a writer. I'm not going to meet these people without being in the Elgin's Big, and these people are going to support me, and I'm going to support them, and that's important. That's very important for someone who's making any change in their lifestyle. And those people that say, you're going to gain weight,
yes.
maybe they need to get on it too.
Because a couple of my friends were, they know my history with yo-yo dieting and being chronically obese, and they're like, well, what are you going to do when you gain it all back? And what's happened in these last 7 years now that I've maintained is they've gained more, and I haven't gained back. And they're like, well, maybe I want to do this, maybe I want to do that. Can I do this? Can I do that? Can you help me do this? So it's it's tremendously gratifying for me. Even the ones that just lose a little bit, I love to see the sparkle. Look at Ramona. The sparkle, I mean, talk about sparkle in somebody's eyes.
She's such a sweetie.
I mean, and Nikki. Nikki and Mike, I don't want to say their last name, but Nikki and Mike, who we want to strangle. Oh, no. He's working anyway, so he doesn't know that. Anyway, let's hear from Lisa, because she has some great stuff to tell us. Lisa was in EBL 1 and EBL 2, and Lisa came in, you were 3rd place in EBL 2. You were 2nd place in EBL 1.
I was 2nd place in EBL 1 and giving Clarence a run for his money till the last minute. The very last minute.
You sure did. It was the weigh-in of all weigh-ins. And so what do you think Elgin's Biggest Loser has done for you? You've gone through 2 sessions, and
Well, I'll tell you what, I have lost so much weight on and off over the last several years. I've lost over 30 pounds many times. Now I've lost in 2 sessions 42 pounds.